Hello, hello, hello. This is Elizabeth Clare Brewington, and I am in the studio with two amazing authors. And we are here to talk about their books. And we are launching Guilford's book about An Eye for Joy. And then we'll talk about Sir Pigglesworth and his adventure series. So I'm going to first go the reverse of what I just said. I'm going to have JoAnn do a quick intro about Sir Pigglesworth, who all of you know, and he's visited me here in Goldsboro, and we've had so much fun with Sir Pigglesworth. And Sir Pigglesworth has been away from Brightside. They have been on several cruises, and so they are back from a lot of travel. So over to you, JoAnn. Please introduce yourself and tell us all about it.
Okay. Hi, everyone. And Elizabeth, first off, thank you for inviting me here again. I appreciate the time that I have to speak with all your clients. So my name is JoAnn Wagner, and I'm the author of the Sir Pigglesworth Adventure series. And the only book I wasn't really expecting to talk today, I was expecting to be a listener. But so I only have one book here, and okay, it doesn't look like I could show it.
Well, we can see him on your lap, so that's okay.
Yeah, there he is in the background there. So
Yeah.
he's talking with Mama Pigglesworth, who is me. So Pigglesworth is a little 5-year-old pig, and this is the little pig that started Sir Pigglesworth's adventure. And I take him everywhere we go. We go, like Elizabeth said, we do go on a lot of cruises, and we've been on a whole lot more lately. My husband, since he retired, likes to travel. And my favorite mode of vacation is cruising. That's what I enjoy the most. I love being out in the ocean. And so does Sir Pigglesworth. So everywhere we go, each of the stops that we stop at, I look around, I look for things that children can do there. I talk to the people, to the locals that I meet and talk to them about the culture of the area so that I can put that in my book. And that's what Sir Pigglesworth shares in his adventure story. So I have 9 books out now. My first book was written in 2014. So book number 10 will be coming out in September of 2026 because things really slowed down for a couple of years during the COVID outbreak that everybody remembers, of course. And so Pigglesworth travels around the world and he talks to kids and he meets a whole lot of people. He's a very friendly little 5-year-old pig. And he's a knight. He has been knighted by the Queen Alexandra. And book number 4 will give you his background as to how he became a Sir Pigglesworth, because you have to be knighted by the Queen to become a Sir. So that book tells you what he did, what acts of bravery, and what things that he did to become Sir Pigglesworth. And so he's a fun-loving little pig. He is only 5 years old. And so he gets into a lot of mischief, but he also teaches children about the culture and of the country that he's in, the city that he's visiting. He shows them around and shows them all the fun things that they can do. But he also teaches them life lessons. Like in one of the books, he meets a child who's deaf. And in another book, he meets a child who's in a wheelchair and he meets a child who's afraid to do things. And so Pigglesworth was afraid, but he also got himself out of that. He worked his way around. So but my favorite book is the book that I'm holding in my hand that you really can't see, but it's Sir Pigglesworth's Adventures in New York City. And that's my favorite because if you can't tell by my accent, which everybody says I still have, I am from New York City. And so I didn't have to do a whole lot of research because everything Sir Pigglesworth does in all of his books, I've done. So everything he does in his New York City book, I did as a child growing up in New York City, which was back in the 50s and early 60s. It was a fabulous time to be a child in New York City. So anyway, my focus nowadays, I still just a couple of weeks ago, I was at a local library and talking to the kids, and I did a reading of, I believe it was the Bermuda book I did a reading of, and I passed that book to kids. But my focus has been shifted now, not so much from talking and reading to the kids, which I still do, and I thoroughly enjoy doing that. It's children's literacy. There's so many children today who are all into their little Game Boys and their iPads and everything that they do on that. And I want to get them into reading Reading is one of the most important things that they can learn, and they can learn early. So my books are fun books that kids learn from, because it teaches them a little bit about geography and the culture of the countries he's in, like I said. But it also he teaches them life lessons, but they're a lot of fun to read. The kids laugh and they love the illustrations. I have some great illustrations in these books, and each book has 35 full page color illustrations, and it really engages the child and gives them a chance to talk with them. It gives them a lot of opportunities to bring up questions about the book and talk with whoever's reading to them, be it a teacher, their parent, their grandparent. It gives them a chance to talk about it. But they're fun books for the kids to read. And this way here, the kids will enjoy reading. I want them to enjoy it while they're learning, so that we can promote literacy in these children. It's just so important, and it just doesn't happen enough nowadays. We need to get them off of their machines, of their little Game Boys and everything, which are important. I mean, they learn while they're playing the games too. It's good for their coordination and dexterity, but we really need them to be reading, and
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to promote.
And that's exactly what we promote on the show
Mhm.
is authors, so that when you start your library, you can actually say you met these authors. And so that's what we do here at Brightside. Oh, so thank you, JoAnn. That was really wonderful. That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank
Uh,
you.
and I now would like to introduce to you our sponsor for today, and a woman that has been such a calming influence on me this morning. And I am ever so grateful for that. Um, so thank you, JoAnn, for that. And let me stop recording.